Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I'll be showing you how to do a look inspired by Green Day's American Idiot album. This look is more toned to Billy Joe's look for the music video American Idiot, but of course you can do whatever you want, but this is my personal take on it using the Tartelette In Bloom palette, which is a great palette. But yeah, stick around and check out how to do this. And forewarning, I'm going to apologize for my lighting because my lighting is like a little tiny box in the ceiling, so I'm using a desk lamp, but it works great. So go Target, $8, Walmart, $8, and get it because it's great. Yeah. Okay. So I put on my foundation before I started because my bottle is pretty empty, like really empty, but I use the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation in the shade 2.1, and I find that I really like this foundation out of all the ones I've used, from like Rimmel drugstore brands to like Urban Decay's Naked, the Naked foundation. This one I find covers the best and how I like it, so I use this one the most out of all the ones I own. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is put on my Urban Decay primer. I like this one the most because I feel that it gives the most coverage for what I want, but mine's actually broken, so you can see that like my missing the whole thing there, so it's pretty awkward. But you know, I like didn't realize until after that it was broken, after like the 2 weeks, so I've used it. It's been like 3 years later, but it still works pretty well, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this and then show you the next thing. So the very next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Tartelette In Bloom palette. I am in love with this palette. It's the greatest thing that I've ever bought for the price I did. I got it on QVC for $35. I believe in Ulta it retails for $45, so I got a good deal on it, and I love it to death. So you can tell that like all of it's old and worn out. But so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color Jet Setter, and I'm going to cover like right in through here, like the base of my eyelid, in this one color. And I'm going to use this as my mirror that I always do. It's like the perfect size. You can see my entire room now. And I'm going to skip ahead so you can see it when it's done. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color Smarty Pants right here, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to go a little bit above and blend it out to make it all lighter, because it's a little dark for me right now, and I'm going to make it darker later, but at this time it's not as dark. It's too dark, so I'm going to go in and redo that and fix it. I went in and added in the lighter color, but what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my matte black color, which is Carbon, it's by MAC, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to like line my eyes right here, the lower lash line and my upper, and I'm going to smoke it out a little bit, but not quite all the way just yet. Okay, so for my purposes, like I messed up right here, so I'm going to go in with my Jet Setter and I'm going to clean it up a little bit because it's just a little messier than how I wanted right there. That's better, see, like right here. I'm going to go in and do my other eye real quick. So I'm going to go in and like smoke it out a little bit, like a little mini wing, but not quite yet. So it's big and it's not huge yet, but I'm going to fix that when I'm done. So next I'm going to put it underneath my eyes. Okay, so you can kind of see where it's kind of taking place and it's kind of starting to take form. So next I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the color Rocker, and I'm going to cover this right here, and it's going to make it a little bit sparklier, kind of like how Billy Joe's is like that. It kind of has like a shine to it in my opinion when you watch the video really closely. So I'm just going to put in a little bit of this color to match his a little bit better. You're just going to want to put it in very gently. So to me, like that looks a lot closer to what it is than just the matte brown colors that most people use. Okay. So I have that in there now, so now I'm going to actually go in with the color Firecracker, which is the one below it, and I'm kind of like fill it in a little bit more up there.
I'm going to use my Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush. They're like the cutest thing, and I love them so much. Okay, block the light. So I'm going to fill in my crease right here. So it kind of has like two dimensions, like it adds dimension to it, and like more color. So there we go. Okay, and I'm actually, in this eye, I'm going to go back a little bit over with the rocker and fill it in a little bit more. And as you can tell, the MAC carving right here is kind of faded, so I'm going to go back through and touch up a little bit. For now, I'm going to go in with Flower Child, which is like right here. I'm going to add it to my brow bone, so I have a little bit more defined color. And you can hear the door alarm. It happens all the time. I love it. It goes off at 2 a.m., 5 a.m., 5 p.m., all the time. It's lit. And then sometimes it doesn't let me in, and I'll put my cardigan in, it just doesn't let me in. It's like, oh. I have to call the front desk and be like, can you let me in? So much fun. Okay. Okay. Next, I'm going to go in with Smoke Show, and I'm going to add that to this, to my line, to my crease. I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyeliner brush. I actually messed mine up, so that's why I prefer to use this one. So I'm going to use Smoke Show right here on my purple. And I'm just going to make it darker along my crease. And instead of black, that's why I'm using it instead of black, I'm layering it. Just cut the line right there a little bit better. There we go. So you can see how it's like more of a wing now. When I do it, I actually press to like the very edge of the pan right here because I don't want to mess up the entire pan like I did with like Rocker. It's like very loose. That's only complaint is that Rocker and Firecracker and Funny Girl kind of get loose and then they just kind of like fall out, lots of fallout. And I don't really like that as much about that. But the rest of the colors are gorgeous and beautiful, and you can do almost anything with this palette. You see, the mirror size is beautiful too. Okay, let's go. I'm actually gonna go in and put in more Smoke Show underneath my eyes, just to smoke it out more and blend it better.
Okay. So I used my Lash Domination Bare Minerals eyeliner pen to go in and do a wing and fill in the black, so it made it darker and matte, more matte black as I wanted it. This wing didn't come out as well as I wanted it to, so I'm going to go in and adjust that a little bit. Is not working. Okay.
Okay, I found the eyeliner I want to use. It's the Glam'eyes by Rimmel London. I go in and I'm going to fix this wing a little bit. I like it a lot because of the tip on it is very pointed, and so it gives me more precision for what I want to do, whereas the pen is better for just filling in most of my eye. And sometimes I go in and cover the black a little bit more because that one kind of gets.
So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use mascara. So I'm going to be using my Lovatics by Demi Lovato by NYC. It's really good for the most part. Word of the wise, don't blink right after putting it down or like squint your eyes because it'll bleed down and you'll have it everywhere. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so next I'm going to go in and I'm going to put in fake eyelashes. I'm using the Ardell Whispies because I think they're really cute. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to put these on and come back. Okay, so I've put the eyelashes on. You're going to notice that this one's not as good as this one because this one went on really great. And then this one I had a world of struggles, which is kind of common for me. Tonight is gone a little chaotically. The camera died. The light couldn't find the right way to be set up. I had to build a thing to put the camera on so that I was eye level with it. Just something to struggle, but we're gonna go with it because it's been fun. Hopefully it all works out because I'm having a blast doing this. So next I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use Flower Child on my palette, and I'm just gonna color in a little bit to fade it out a little bit softer because I wanted to make it pop a little bit more. And then now I'm going to go in with Sweetheart and just blend it a little bit so it's not as white. There we go. Next I'm going to do my brows. So I'm going to use my, where is it, little brush tool. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to brush my brows a little bit, clean it up a little bit more. And I have very thick, full brows, so I don't actually have to do a whole lot. I just fill in where there's like little bits and gaps, gently. So I'm going to use my Ulta brow little thing right here. There we go. So I'm going to use my Ulta, and for me, broke it. Yay. I'm going to use the lighter color right here and fill it in just a little bit. Okay, so I don't do a whole lot to my brows, just light, gentle stuff because I have very dark brows and they're very full. I've been told they're like Brooke Shields. Got that my entire life. I'm gonna contour real quick. I contoured earlier before I started, but I'm gonna touch up a little bit right here. And I'm using my Sonia Kashuk number 129 brush. I love fan brushes. And I'm actually using my Hoola Box by Benefit. And this is like the greatest thing. There we go, it's focused. Okay, now focus back on it. Okay. So I really love this. I've had it for a really long time. My pan's pretty used, but it still works beautifully. I contour my chin, my throat, and everything, or my jawline on my throat. The camera keeps like recording and unrecording, so I used a Wet n Wild highlighting palette to go in, and I used my fan brush to do it right here in my forehead. Of course, like everywhere you normally highlight. I used my Ardell Whispies lashes, which are on now. And again, for lipstick, you can do no lipstick, or you can do a little bit, or you can do really bright. Really depends on personal. For lipstick, I'm going to be using the Katy Cat Matte by like CoverGirl. It's like her CoverGirl in that. And I'm going to be using the shade Sphynx. Or there we go, that shade, Sphynx. Yeah, Sphynx. And so I'm going to go in and I'm going to do my lips. After I, of course, line them, I'm going to be using a coal color in there. That's color. It's called Spice. It's actually by, I don't know what's by, it's old. Okay. So I lined my lips a little bit. I'm just going to go in with this color. It's a really, really cute color. There we go. A really cute color. It's kind of like a pink color here also. It's right here on my arm. It's really cute. Sorry, I'll keep walking the light. And ta-da! I like the more neutral colors for this look because I think it keeps it very contained. But of course, you can do a very bright red color. But at this time, it's not what I want, especially at 11:58 at night. But I think it's really cute. And it came together very good. So that's all. Thank you for watching.